Hey folks, this is Jim. Let's get into this video. Let me do my disclaimer. This is not advice or healthcare advice of any kind. You and you alone are responsible for your health and well-being and the professional advice that you seek out that is right for you. That is my disclaimer. What I'm gathering is it's kind of being confirmed in multiple locations that this can be aerosol up to 3 to 6 hours, okay? And that has to do with atmospheric conditions. Say you're in a store or in public or whatever. Particles float, right? And at different times of the day, if you notice dust in your house, right, it's floating, and then, you know, it doesn't float, right? Depending on if the sun is ionizing or whatnot, you know, particulate matter. So consider that. Now, if this thing lives on surfaces for 3 days, potentially at 70 degrees, so imagine what's going on. And we're talking about a very, very tiny piece of contamination that is 1/10 the size of a bacterial cell. Okay, a virus is very, very small. So it can float on just about anything that can float. Okay? So that's why I've always been, since the beginning of this, calling for face covering of some kind. So hydroxychloroquine, azithromycin, 6 states seem to be controlling the dissemination of that now. So that tells me there must be confirmational data out there that it's working. New York's been given a supply to test through their system to see what's going on. And I have some deep concerns about what's happening right now, the way certain things are being handled, and I will share them with you on another video. Okay, now, the virus could be spread through the mail. That was on the news yesterday. If you didn't catch it, please know and understand that. That's why I've been quarantining all packages, everything for 9 days, right? I've been telling this. First I was at 18 days. Now I've dropped to 9 days, but I'm still disinfecting anything that I use just to be extra careful. But now it was publicly announced, yes, the mail could potentially spread it, because if you get a package and you pick it up, go through your routine, and then touch your face, don't wash your hands, make a sandwich, whatever, there you go. It's really not complicated how viruses spread, right? So, and I've been trying to tell people that for some time, haven't I? People may think I'm foolish or overzealous with this. No, I'm not. I've seen how viruses work, and I'm trying not to get this because I'm in the high-risk category because of my age, right? So, it can last 3 days on surface and more, I would imagine, if it's colder. Since that was at 70 degrees, nobody's done anything for me at 30 and 40 degrees, which, if you know anything about working with viruses or any kind of bacteria, you just refrigerate it and slow its death rate down so it can survive longer, so you can work with it longer. Okay, so I'm in a refrigerated climate basically, and I assume many of you are too, so I would not risk it. So for me, I'm staying at 9 days for my quarantine on all inanimate objects. I don't care what they are. And then I'm still disinfecting after that. So you can do what you want, but I am taking my risk. Anyway, the fact that it could be coming through the mail has been released. And by the way, all my bills and everything sit for 9 days. The day's mail go in a separate box, sits for 9 days. After 9 days, then I will deal with it. And I don't know what you're doing, and this isn't advice, this is just what I'm doing. So you do whatever you need to do. Mercy and the Comfort. Mercy is in the west, Comfort's in the east. Those are their birthings, so they're both being activated and deployed already, and you already know the capacity of that. National Guard's being deployed to Washington, California, New York, and I think 4 or 5 other states right now where they're having outbreaks. And so we have outbreaks going on in the country, and there's a lot of things that are concerning me. I'm going to do another video on that and go line by line as to why I'm concerned and why I have questions. And I will do that on another video. Right now I just wanted to go over this stuff. I think this is pretty important. And if certain state governments are starting to hoard those 2 drugs, there may be enough clinical evidence to have shown their CDCs that, hey, wait, we need to get proactive right now. And I'll go into my concerns on the next video. Anyway, breathe, relax, just don't get infected. Wear your face coverings, wear your gloves, wash your hands, don't touch your face, breathe, relax. Let's all get through this. This too shall pass. Jim out.